My father was an Italian immigrant and was a prisoner of war in World War II. And so what happened is that when he and my mom came to America, this was around 1950s, everything was golden to them compared to Italy or being or eating rats and rice for 5 years in a prison camp. So everything to them was like a positive. So they really instilled a sense of gratitude in me and optimism, right? So because everything, especially living in America, it's very, if you understand history and where people are from, this is one of the best times, which is so weird to talk about during the pandemic. But if you look at things historically, this is one of the greatest times, the greatest time ever to be living. And I read a book last year called The 1918 Pandemic.
Oh, wow.
Pandemics are with us
Yeah.
for all of history. We're going to have another one. Viruses are everywhere. We're going to have another one. What do we learn from this? You do not want to live in 1918 when there's no antibiotics and no hospitals and no communication. So in a way that history, especially that I got from my parents, gives me a lot of optimism. And I think as an entrepreneur, boy, you actually do have to be optimistic. I think we are more optimistic than average. I think we have to be. How can someone like myself, quit a high-paying job when there's nothing on the horizon, and no projects on the horizon? You gotta be optimistic, grateful for what you have, and optimistic about the future. It takes courage too. It takes a lot of courage and optimism. When I left college, a lot of my friends went on to law school, and I'll never forget one conversation. One guy was making $80,000 a year, right out of law school, and I was still making about 15 or 18,000 was my first paychecks in journalism in a small town in Wisconsin. So it takes optimism and confidence and courage to know that you've got the skills to build on that and to continue to learn and to get better, and that the future will be better than today. I think that's why I love talking to fellow entrepreneurs and people who are trying to take control of their own lives, because I think we're all like-minded people, right? Courage, optimism, and gratitude.